Season in high school football, if you get maybe 2 weekends where you get a game where you can feel the electricity in the air when you walk in the stadium, then you've done well. And tonight, walking into Gernard Field here at Toms River High School North, you could feel that enthusiasm, electricity, whatever you want to call it, being generated around this stadium tonight. Hi everyone, I'm Ken Terp. Tonight we've got a matchup of two powers from separate divisions of the Shore Conference. The Mariners of Toms River High School North under Bob Nanny, who have had great success since Nanny took over the program a few years ago, taking on the Lacey Lions of Louversil. And of course the Lions have been the most dominant team of any of the divisions in the Shore Conference, winning 6 straight titles in the B Division South. They're going for number 7 this year. This should be a great game, maybe a matchup of speed against power. North, the power team, and of course Lacey, always known for great tailbacks. You know, Keith Elias with the Giants is a product of the Lacey system. He was at the game last week to root his team on as they beat Pinelands 41-0. North also opened up with a big win. So the stage is set tonight for prestige here in Ocean County. I'm Ken Terp. Of course, I'll be working with somebody new tonight. I'd like to welcome a new addition to our Channel 8 staff. You people down the southern end of the county are very familiar with the work of this gentleman who was our Coach of the Year one season when he got the Pinelands Wildcats program on a winning ways. And Bill Bruno, come on in here. Welcome to Channel 8 and welcome to high school football on TV rather than down on the field.
Well, Ken, I'm excited about being here, and I think the electricity factor that you were talking about is certainly evident tonight. We have a packed house here just about. Crowd still coming in, and we have the national anthem coming up very shortly.
All right, folks, we're going to take a timeout. Here's the national anthem. It's the Mariner Band playing the anthem, and even the band's psyched up because they're playing a little early tonight, Bill. We got about 11, 12 minutes before the teams are due to come out on the field. Let's talk about the game. I mentioned speed of Lacey, power of Toms River North, yet Toms River North picked up a heralded transfer from Admiral Farragut you might want to mention because he's got a lot of speed.
Well, Amir Dew, we happened to see last year on Channel 8 when he played for Admiral Farragut. Quality back, great speed, has added a whole new dimension to the Toms North attack. And the comment that you made about the idea of power versus speed, I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight. Lacey, I think, is going to try to ball control it, keep the speed factor off the field for North as much as they possibly can, and try to have long drives and pound the ball down their throats.
All right, Lacey, Casey Mahoney, he's their veteran touted player. You saw the game last week with Pinelands. How about Casey? He had a little trouble with an injury last week.
Slightly banged up, but he'll go. He's a quality back. I guess you're going to start with the Lacey football team. You start with Casey Mahoney. He plays both ways, and he's highly touted, and after watching him in action last week, I can understand why.
Both teams had young quarterbacks last year starting, sophomores or juniors this year. Toms River North, kind of in the family here at Channel 8. His dad worked with us on high school football, Tony Sermony, his son.
Well, Bob Nanny told me the other night that the bigger the game, the bigger Ronnie plays, and tonight's a big football game for both programs early in the year, so I look for Ronnie to really step up tonight.
Now, last year, Mike Renato kind of just concentrated being a sophomore for Lacey, handing off to those great tailbacks they had. How about this year? Have you heard, is he throwing the ball more, doing more things?
Well, Ron Emmerich, who's worked with him almost a daily basis, kid is bigger, he's stronger, throws the ball very well, with a lot of zip on it, so I imagine if they have to go to the passing game, Ron feels very confident in Mike Renato's capabilities.
If this is a close game like we expect, who's got the advantage in the all-important special teams and the kicking game?
I think it's even, although any time that Amir Duke can get his hands on the ball, anything can happen. So in that case, I guess I'm going to slight edge to Toms River North.
All right, approaching the game. Bob Nanny at North said this is a real big game. Lou Brasseau at Lacey said this is just another week in our schedule. The approach they're taking, how do you see that? Does it help anybody or no real advantage? Just the philosophy of the programs or what?
You said it's the philosophy of the Lacey staff. I've had the pleasure of coaching against them for past 6 or 7 years, and that's how Lacey approaches their season, one game at a time, and of course the ultimate game is at the end of the year. North, however, is coming off a very successful season, and they're looking towards this game as a building block towards possibly a championship later on.
Well, Bill, you certainly selected a nice one to make your debut.
Happy to be here. I can feel the electricity. I'm pumped up for it, and looking forward to a good game.
All right, Bill and I are going to head up to the press box. I hope you'll sit back, relax, and enjoy this game. It should be a great one. The Mariners and the Lions. We'll be back here in Adelphia Cable with a kickoff in just a moment.
Since 1989, Panhead Alley has been servicing motorcyclists by offering a complete line of riding apparel from leather jackets to biker and southwestern jewelry. We carry a complete line of protective riding apparel. When it comes to design, Panhead Alley is known for leather alterations and customizing. Get to Panhead Alley, Hooper Avenue, Silverton. Panhead Alley, not just a biker store.
Music on the radio with names like soft, light, easy. It's all the same, so what's the difference? The difference is WOBM-FM gives you great music from the oldies to the 90s and something the other stations don't give you. Award-winning WOBM-FM news. You want to know what's happening in your hometown or around the world? We'll tell you every hour on the hour. The difference is clear on 92.7 WOBM-FM.
We are ready to go here tonight at Gernert Field. Toms River North taking the field in their home blue with the gold numerals and the blue helmets. And across the way, Lacey huddling across the hash mark there in front of their team bench. And now Lacey's breaking out. Lacey will be going defending the gold to your left. And we have a beautiful night weather-wise, Bill. Rain predicted maybe tomorrow, but tonight it's a nice balmy night.
Almost a perfect night for football, Ken. The electricity in the air, you can feel it.
North's going to receive, going right to left. And looking at their deep backs, Bill, looks like number 48 back there. Doc Rose. He has a brother on the team. We have the Rose brothers tonight for North. Kicking off Greg Brandis for Lacey Township. He's wearing number 31.
He has an excellent leg. He put the ball in the end zone last week.
It's the Rose on the 5, the 10, 15, 20, and up to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mariners. Let's set the offensive lineup for Toms River High School North. The quarterback tonight, junior Ron Sermarini, number 7. The fullback is Steve Hayes, number 50. The heralded Amir Dew is the tailback, 42. The flankers, Ken Rose, number 25, Doc's brother. The split end is Jason Estes. He'll be backed up by Ray Colon. I'll give you the line after this play. Pitch to the tailback, Dew. Dew is stacked up by the left side of the Lacey defense at the 25. The offensive line for the Mariners. The center tonight is Ryan Palazza, senior. The guards are Jay Williams, a junior, and Mike Burkhart, a senior. And the tackles for North, Justin Hune, a sophomore, and Mike Kutcha, and he is a senior. Tight end Mike Bury, he is a junior. 2nd down and 8 for Toms River North. Dew, the lone back behind Sermarini. Dew takes the pitch to the left side, and Dew spins around, gains an extra yard, should have a 1st down, Bill.
Well, one thing that Coach Priscilla was concerned about was the breakaway ability of Amir Dew and his second effort. They've instructed him all week long to make sure that they get helmets on him so he doesn't break away.
Let me set the Lacey defense. The front four: Greg Hausworth, Rob Frazee, Dan Pence, and Kenny Probst. I'll give you the linebackers after this play. They were actually short of the first down by a yard. 3rd and 1. Big play early on. Quarterback keep by Sermarini, and he should have it. He crossed over the yard marker, and he should have that first down. The linebackers for Lacey: Chris Bergstrom on the outside with Dave Pestrochello, and Casey Mahoney, the 3-year veteran, in the middle. He wears number 22 in white. There you see Casey on the right side of the huddle. The defensive secondary: Brian Tamel, number 18, Mike Pluta, 41, the corners. The safeties: Greg Brandis, 31, and Art Brannigan, 33. Again, Dew on a pitch. And Dew with good speed turns the corner. He's got about 7 yards, Bill.
Nothing fancy. Pitch left, pitch right. Trying to get Dew on the corner to make something happen. I think Bob Nanny's game plan is obviously here. Give the ball to Dew and make something happen.
All right, so North comes out, and they move the football here to start off tonight's ball game. Both teams coming in 1-0. Again, Dew on a pitch. Cuts it back inside, and he's got another first down. He crosses midfield. Mariners on the attack, and they're moving well, Bill.
Well, Bob Nanny's offense, of course, is going to be geared around Amir Dew, and Lacey has to stop him. It's his breakaway threat. Every single play can make something happen.
Lined up in the same formation just about every play, right? The lone back taking the pitch. Nothing.
One back offense.
All right, there again you see Dew, the eye back, nobody in front of him. He's the lone back. Hands back to Sermarini. Throws long. And the receiver and the defensive back tangled their feet. Brian Tamel on the coverage. No interference.
No interference call. A little flea flicker action there.
Pennant for Rose. That's Kenny Rose.
Kenny Rose.
And I said they're brothers. I believe they are brothers, Doc and Ken.
I believe you're correct there, Ken.
All right, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for Toms River North early on in the ball game. Ball's on the 37-yard line. Again, the pitch to Dew. Dew turns the corner, heads for the sideline, knocked out of bounds, but he crosses the 40, and he's down around the 37-yard line, short of the first down by about 3 yards. I'm wrong. He got the first down. Hard to see where he went out of bounds in front of the Mariner bench.
I was about to say that. It all depends where he goes out. We really can't see from it here with the athletes on the field.
All right, Mariners threatening here. Again, Dew on a pitch. All right, that time Casey Mahoney came across the line and managed to get his arm across him and slow him down a little bit.
Just enough to trip him up, and they're going to have to get more on him than that. This kid can fly.
Bear with us, folks, because we have a broken wind in the press box. Bill's having a heck of a hard time seeing. All right, again, they get penetration. Greg Hausworth, the defensive end, got in there.
That's the key to Lacey defense. They can penetrate and force Amir Dew to cut back. They can contain him that way. Excellent play by the Lacey defense.
We have a Mariner injury, so that's Rose, number 25, Ken Rose. Hausworth, 6'1", 220. Rob Frazee, the tackle, 6', 240. Pence, the other tackle, 5'10", 205. Probst, the defensive end, 6'1", 190. Trying to figure out, Bill, before the game, you and I, who had the size advantage. Offensive line for North, the guards are 220, 193. Tackles, 220, 245. Tight end, 190.
It's a pretty even matchup, even though in that last play, Lacey did have better penetration than we've seen so far in the stride. Bob Nanny wanted a ball control offense, and he's got one going right now early in the first quarter.
All right, 3rd down for North. They need 9 at the 35 of Lacey. This time they have an eye back and an up back. They had the fullback in front of the tailback. That's going to be a completed pass in the flat. to the tight end, Bury. Mike Bury.
Mike Bury ran a nice little out pattern. Just came up a few yards short. I imagine North will go for it.
4th down and going to call it a long 2 or a short 3, Bill. How do you look at
long
that?
2. Either way, we have to get past that stick.
All right, here come the Mariners. All right, this time again, they have a slot back. Well, they got the halfback in there with Dew. They got split backfield. Straight snap to Dew, and he fumbles. And Lacey will take over. And covering on the play, was that 28? I believe it was 28. Kenny Probst, the defensive end.
The direct snap to Amir Dew. And it looked like wedge blocking by the offensive line. They're going to try to just move the ball behind that big offensive line and pick up the 2 yards. Unfortunately, the ball was snapped low and never fielded.
Lacey takes over. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The quarterback, Mike Renato, he's a junior, number 11. Casey Mahoney's a fullback. And Art Brannigan, number 33, is a tailback. Greg Brandis, 31's a flanker back. It's Mahoney. And Mahoney gets maybe 3. Mariners stack it up inside. Brannigan, Walker. And let me give you the offensive line for Lacey. Boyer's the center. He's a veteran. Chuck Boyer. The guards, Mike Dolan, and another veteran, Jerry Carras. The tackles, Kevin Jorgensen, a sophomore, I should say a junior, and Rich Diab, another veteran, on the right side. The split end, Steve Maloney. He alternates with Jim Diesendorf. And the tight end is Kurt Bender. He is a veteran, and he's a senior. Give you the defense for North after this play. 2nd and 6. It's the tail back, and there he goes, Brannigan. And Art Brannigan played a lot last year, Bill. He was impressive.
He's a veteran, shifty in that tailback position, runs real well, sees the field very well. Very talented young man.
Brannigan takes it into North territory. 1st down for Lacey at the North 47-yard line. Defensively for North, Rich Lurchey and Walter Reed are the defensive ends. Tim Collins and Brian Klimek are the tackles. The linebackers in the 4-man linebacker unit, Frank Doherty, Chris Watkins, John Adams, and Mike Daig. This is Mahoney, the fullback, and he loses a yard.
Well, you can see that Bob Nanny's defense is keen on Mahoney. They're going to shut him down first.
Mike Daig.
Excellent tackle, great penetration, wrapped him up very well, held him to a minimal gain, actually a loss of a yard.
John Adams calling a defensive signal as the linebacker on the inside for Tom River North, number 54. The secondary for North, Doc Rose and Ray Colon are the cornerbacks, and Amir Dew is the safety man. 2nd and 11. Granado looking to throw his first pass, incomplete. Intended for his tight end, Kurt Bender.
Little waggle action there by Lacey. He's almost picked off.
There you see the North coaching staff there. Malone made the play. He's only a sophomore in that secondary, Bill.
Came up with a big play and almost had even a bigger one if he had picked that one off.
3rd down and 11 for the Lions. Ball's at the 39-yard line of North. I should say 49-yard line. 5 formation. Slot formation to the left. Tailback gets the call. He is rocked. Chris Watkins, inside linebacker, made a hit.
Great hit. Wrapped him up, and Lacey's going to be forced to punt. Tazra North defensive line is getting excellent penetration and creating havoc right now in the blocking schemes.
Adam Solider is the punter. He's a 6 foot, 150-pound senior. Deep for North should be Rose and Dew. Out of bounds. On the 9, it'll be Tom River North's 2nd possession of the game.
We have a flag down the field. We may be bringing us back. We'll have to wait for the official call here. Nice punt by the Lacey punter. Call from corner down to the 9-yard line.
There you see Coach Heffernan with the white sleeves underneath the blue shirt. He runs the defense for Lacey across the way.
We're gonna re-punt this. Penalties against Lacey.
All right, so they'll bring it back and do it over again. They're talking to the Mariner captains, and Lacey exchanges their units. There you see Bob Nanny, who's done a great job of revitalizing the North football program. He was an assistant many, many years here, Bill.
He's had excellent success in his last 6 years here. Won a state title a few years back. Last year, 6-3. Hoping for bigger things this year.
All right, the 5 yards is marched off. 4th and 16 for Lacey. Again, Solider will do the punting. The snap man is Chuck Boyer, who is the regular center for the Lions. Gets a high punt, Doc Rose, and he's hit immediately at the 20-yard line. Good coverage by Lacey, and I didn't get the number of that truck, Bill.
I didn't either, but it was an excellent tackle. There was no fair catch on the play, so nothing illegal about that hit.
It looks like 31. That would be Landis. I should say Brandis.
Greg Brandis.
Is the safety on defense. All right, Mariners take over. 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Again, that lone back, Dew, behind Sir Marini. Split end to the near side. Little delay, and they faked the Dew and gave it to Rose.
Nice little wing counter there. Picked up positive yardage.
There's Kenny Rose, number 25, the wingback, and a flanker, depending on what formation they line up. And he's 5'9", 170, and a junior.
He has excellent speed, big play type athlete.
You know, Tony Sermarini's coaching again this year. He's not with us on Channel 8, and he coaches freshmen at Southern. I saw him down at the Southern game running through the parking lot, headed for Tony's game, his son's game, Ron's game. He really has a close schedule on Friday night. All right, looks like the Mariners got very close to a first down. Maybe a yard short, Bill.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 3rd and less than a yard. Right,
the
Ken.
ball carrier.
It's going to be a trench warfare here. Both lines are banging each other pretty well. And again, Lacey's got to be concerned with that outside speed of Tomsboro North.
All right, here come the Mariners, 3rd and short, less than a yard. They have the I formation. Dew, 1st down North. And they move it up to the 40-yard line.
So far, Bob Nanny's game plan is right on schedule, ball control. Keep Lacey's offense on the sideline, wear down Lacey's defense.
All right, the actual mark is on the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 North. Jason Estes split to the near side, the split end. They got a flanker to the far side. Long count by Sir Marini. Tailback Dew, straight up the middle. Behind that center, Palazza goes 228.
He just ran a simple isolation with the fullback leading through and the tailback following him, breaking for daylight. However, Lacey's defense is so well coached and he executes so well that they held him to minimal gain.
We have a Mariner injured on a play, and it's the center I was just talking about doing a block in there, Palazza.
Can't afford to lose him.
We have 2:15 left to go in the first quarter, no score, but Mariners took the opening kickoff and marched right down the field into Lacey territory, deep into Lacey territory, but were denied on a fumble and an exchange from the quarterback to the tailback on a inside play. And then Lacey moved the ball their first possession, and then were stymied around midfield and had to punt.
Well, both teams, I think right now, are happy with the so-called performances. Lacey with the ball control, North trying to keep Lacey off the field. I hope this young man is two
Number
injuries. Two well
72, Ryan Plaza, the senior center. The trainer here, Dan Sarnowski, he's been here many years. Excellent trainer, as all the trainers on the Toms River School System are full-time here. Lacey Sarnowski, the trainer on the left there.
I think we'll see this young man back in the game shortly.
Well, let's see who's the backup center, Bill. See if we get his number.
I'll have to wait till we break the huddle here. We'll pick up the...
It's like 63, Bill.
63 it is.
All right. Jim Minetti. He's actually an offensive guard on the roster, 5'11", 190, and a senior. I believe he's over the ball, 63.
That's correct.
That time he shut down after a yard gain, and he stopped at the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up third down for Toms River North. They need about 5, maybe 6. Call it 6.
Well, on the first drive, interesting enough, North came out and ran the ball sideline to sideline. Now on this drive, the second drive of the game, they're trying to pound the ball inside. Let's see what Coach Nanny and his offensive staff put up their sleeve on 3rd and 6.
Buray, the tight end, comes to the left side this time, strong to the left. Split backfield, 2 backs behind the quarterback. Submarine to pass. Throws to Dew in a flat. Dew's got a blocker. Dew's heading across field, up the middle. And Dew picks up a first down just short of midfield.
This young man is very exciting. Anytime he touches the ball, anything can happen.
There you see Dew. He played for Admiral Farragut last year. And of course, with Admiral Farragut closing their doors this year, he had to make up his mind where he was going to go, and he ended up here at Toms River North. Let's see the replay, Bill. Oh, okay, well, after this play. First down at the Mariner 48-yard line for North. Slot formation to the near side. Fumble. Looks like Tony Sermarino, Ron Sermarino, I'm going to call him Tony all night, right? After working with Tony for 3 years. Was on the football. Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11 for the Mariners. Here's the replay, Bill. Previous play.
The replay of the little flare pass to Amir Dew. This kid can make things happen in a hurry. Great blocking out front here. Nice run, and yet the Lacey defense closed down very rapidly to prevent them from getting anything more.
Ryan Tamil finally made the stop, the cornerback for Lacey. Summary, quick pass to the near side. Rose avoids 1 tackle, crosses midfield, and a great effort by Kenny Rose. And the Mariners pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards on the play.
Just a little hitch pass over here to the sideline, and Kenny Rose has the ability to make something happen. And as you just witnessed, he doesn't go down very easily.
That's the end of the first quarter, and we have no score here between Toms River North and Lacey Township. You're watching the game of the week here at Gernert Field, Toms River High School North. I'm Ken Turp, and doing the color commentary tonight is Bill Bruno. And we will be back with the second quarter of play in just one moment.
Wallach Sport and Leisure, a quarter-mile west of Community Medical Center, salutes Ocean County's high school athletes. For varsity jackets, school sweats, and caps, Wallach serving the school community since 1953. Your parents probably bought their first gym suit from Wallach's. Come in for Russell sweats, Woolrich chamois, or plaid flannel shirts, sporting equipment, athletic shoes, and more. Work clothes by Dickie and Redcap, Carhartt, too. Timberland, Carolina, and Herman boots, custom-printed T-shirts, and school jackets embroidered. And yes, Wallach Sport and Leisure still sells those gym suits.
Jason's Family Hair Care, a full-service salon for the whole family. Jason's features coloring, foils, highlighting, and semi and permanent hair colors. Our permanent wave technicians give you just the right amount of curl, and you get the latest design cuts for all ages. From nails, ear piercing, tanning, call Jason's Family Hair Care in Beechwood at 341-1331.
It's the best place in town to get a haircut.
With every full set of nails, get 4 free tanning sessions.
Music on the radio. Soft, light, easy. It's all the same, so what's the difference? The difference is WOBM-FM gives you great music from the oldies to the 90s and something the other stations don't give you. Award-winning WOBM-FM news. You want to know what's happening in your hometown or around the world? We'll tell you every hour on the hour. The difference is clear on 92.7 WOBM-FM.
There you see Bob Nanny and his Mariners. There's Sir Marini, number 7, the quarterback. As we get ready to start the second quarter, this battle of A Division South and B Division South powers. North from the A Division and Lacey from the B Division. I'm Ken Turp. With me, former Pinelands Regional head coach Bill Bruno. Mariners start third down, about 6 at the Lacey 48. Still on the pitch. Going outside, turns the corner. And Dew should have another first down, and he's beating the cornerback going around the side, Bill.
Well, I'm sure that's one thing that Ed Heffern, the defensive coordinator, was concerned about. If he gets to the corner, he can make things happen in a hurry. So Lacey's going to have to try to do a better job at
So the Mariners pick up another first down. They mark the ball at the Lacey 37-yard line. I formation. Dew behind the fullback. Dew may break it, almost. And he's dragged down at the 22-yard line. Almost went all the way, Bill.
great breakback, nice cut. He accelerates as soon as he gets past the line of scrimmage, and as you said, he just split the two linebackers from Lacey and picked up additional yardage.
Mike Pluta, the cornerback on the far side, finally came over and made the stop. Another Mariner first down. They're moving. Ball's marked at the 23-yard line. Eric Mazur's in there as the back next to Dew, and he takes the ball.
Nice little scissors action in the backfield. Little misdirection there.
That time, he was met by Jimmy Diesendorf, who's the backup tight end on offense, and he's playing in linebacker on defense. Diesendorf's father played at Central Regional, Bill, when they were undefeated in 1971.
Great football team.
John Kilmurray and Robbie Keys led that team. He was an end on that team. Here's his son playing for Lacey. We have a timeout. There you see Ron Sermarini coming over to talk to his coaches. And across the way, the Lacey coaches waiting to talk to defensive captain Chris Bergstrom, number 40, the linebacker. Boy, Bergstrom was great last year in the Thanksgiving and playoff series with Central Regional.
He was all over the field last Saturday in the Pinelands game, and quality football player. I know Coach Nanny was very concerned about having to get to him and block him, or else they weren't going to go anywhere tonight.
Well, we have a timeout, Bill. You want to run down Bob Nanny's coaching staff for the new season?
I certainly would, with pleasure. This is Bob Nanny's 6th year. His coaches are John Huntley, offensive coordinator and quarterbacks. He has Mickey Healy, offensive coordinator, Mike Jordan, Bob Mangold, Bill Paskowitz, Bill Rankin, freshman coach, Mike Jump, Robert Cassidy, offensive line, Alton Johnson, defensive line, and Ed Sasso, defensive line. Interesting, we have Wes Paskowitz, who's playing for Lacey tonight.
Father-son battle tonight, right?
I talked to Coach tonight, and he said that him and his son haven't said much about this game all week.
Coach Paskowitz coached the Pinelands at one time, too, and been here at North for quite a few years. I know he lives down not too far from me in Forked River, and here's his son playing against him tonight. We have a penalty, Bill, against the Mariners.
I think it might have been a delay of game.
All right.
Lacey's defense is rock solid down here in this red zone area.
5-yard penalty against North at 2nd and 15. All right, they bring Mazur to the near side. They have a slot formation with a wing back to the right. Pass. Submarine tries to scamper. Does. Completes the pass to the 20-yard line.
Nice job of scrambling out of that pocket as it began to collapse around him. He found his receiver, jumped it off to him.
Split end.
Jumped it right off to Jason, and Jason picked up some nice yards on that play.
Estes, a 5'8", 150-pound senior. He alternates with Ray Colon at split end. Estes, number 88 in blue.
Coach Nanny spoke about his receivers, that they all have very good speed, but more importantly, excellent hands.
3rd down and 6 for the Mariners at 20. Dew and Mazer, the backs behind Sermarini. Dew got somehow avoided an ankle tackle and goes all the way down the 11-yard line, and that was unbelievable.
He should have been tackled for about a 1-yard gain, but with the great balance that he has, he was able to pick up an additional 9 yards.
Talking to Bill Lundy, the director of athletics, he says, is he gifted or what?
Gifted is, I guess, the best word for it.
All right, Mariners with another 1st down, knocking on the door, threatening to get on the board first. 9 minutes to play in the 1st half. Submarine to the far corner. He's got a man and tried to go to Kenny Rose, and Kenny Rose got behind the defender.
Nice,
it's incomplete.
Excellent flag pattern. Good call on 1st down. Try to stretch the defense out a little bit. Ball is just slightly overthrown. We'll see that later on tonight.
All right, Mariners with a big threat here in the 2nd quarter. This time Rose comes to the near side as the flanker back, and they split the end to the left. Mazer, the up back in front of Dew. Dew again, the ball spins off a tackle, and he may score. Touchdown. Amir Dew with a touchdown for the Mariners. 7 yards, Bill. I'm sorry, 12 yards, right?
I'll tell you what, Ken, as good as this kid is, there was some excellent line blocking up front to spring him to the corner. As you said, he had a beautiful spin move, which got him into the secondary. He did the rest on his own.
12-yard run. Time of the score, 8:49 of the 2nd quarter. Now, the extra point kicker for Tom Zimmer North is it going to be Rose or Williams? Rose? Yes, Rose. Okay, they gave us 2. And the holder is Estes, split end. Staff man is Mike Digg. Low kick, but it got through. No good. Wide. All right, no good. 6-0. Score remains in favor of North.
If we can see that replay, watch this block at the bottom of the pitcher here, which is going to spring Dew on the corner. Excellent blocking, nice spin. He just does the rest on his own.
All right.
Well, Ken, there's a lot of electricity on the north sideline here.
Mariner band playing and anchors away the familiar song of Tom Zimmer High School North. And the Mariners' impressive drive and Dew an impressive ball player.
Well, Lacey has been in this position before, and they're just going to stick with their game plan, come out and execute their offense and try to get one back. This game is far from being over.
Well, the only doubt anybody may have had about Amir Dew was, well, did he play against great competition at Admiral Farragut? Well, he's playing against good competition tonight. He's certainly dominating.
Well, if he continues as he started, he'll leave no doubt about how good this young man is.
But undoubtedly, he's got a much better offensive line here at North than he had last year, too, to work behind. 6-0. Tom Zimmer North in the lead here in this non-conference game between the powers of the A Division and the B Division tonight. And North ready to kick off. Here we go. It's a line drive kick. Brandis, far side. And Greg Brandis on the return for Lacey. And he brings it across the 25, across the 30. Let's see where they mark around 33-yard line for Lacey.
Excellent return. Good field position for Lacey to start a drive. I know Bob Manning would like to force Lacey into a throwing type of game. Coach Denny thought to get Lacey to throw the football, it would work to their favor.
All right. Let's see what the Lions can do here. They line up in the I. Mahoney and Brannigan are the backs in the I. Man in motion. Brannigan running hard. And he may have, he's about a yard or two short of a first down. There's a flag at the point of the tackle as you look at Amir Dew on the sideline who scored the touchdown for Tom's River North.
We have
against North.
Looks like a face mask call on that one, which will tack on additional yardage. Little Artie Brannigan can sure run the ball. He moved the whole pile that time. Just keep those legs driving.
How many great tailbacks has Lacey had over the years? I mean, everybody talks about Keith Elias, but they've had a tradition of tailbacks at Lacey.
Mr. Cottrell, Mr. Lasaro, now of course Mahoney and Brannigan.
Gary Sasala. All right, here we go. They got the formation set to the right. Slot back comes in motion. Tailback again gets the call, gets a hole. And another nice run by Brannigan. They opened up a nice hole that time, Bill.
Offensive line's doing an excellent job right now of working their game plan to perfection. They're not going to panic. They're going to take their time, take the ball down the field. A typical time-consuming drive.
Tackle by defensive end Walter Reed, a junior, number 68. Tim Collins, tackle number 55. Collins goes 6 foot 225. All right, Lacey has a second and about 3 as they answer right back with a drive of their own. They're on the Mariner 36-yard line. They line up in the I with a slot to the right. Granado looking to throw. Got plenty of time. Steps up, still got time. And complete. No, incomplete. And I guess you got to give the secondary of North credit. They must have had excellent coverage because Granado couldn't find anybody open.
Couldn't find anybody open. When he did throw the ball was on the money. The receiver just couldn't hold on to it. He had plenty of time to throw the football.
If you know, Granado never played organized football until just about the time he was going into high school.
Well, he has sure picked the game up in a hurry because he looks very good out there.
All right, 3rd and 3 for the Lions.
Let's see if Mr. Mahoney gets the football in this particular situation.
It's Brannigan, short of a first down from here, Bill. I don't know. I'm not down the sideline. But
yeah, it does look short. We'll have to wait for the official mark. It might be about a yard. 4th and 1.
Short. 4th and 1 for Lacey. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. Lacey trails 6-0.
Well, thus far, Casey Mahoney's been used as a lead blocker for Artie Brannigan.
Diesendorf reports in with a play from Coach Versuo.
Mahoney's at the tailback slot now, so we'll see what happens.
2 tight ends.
Mahoney
breaks the tackle, and he's got a first down. And
very big first down for the Lacey drive there.
I love to talk about Casey Mahoney when I go up to Phillipsburg. They're known up in Phillipsburg for linebackers. Ed Bolkart, captain of Notre Dame's national championship team in '88, was from Phillipsburg. And I tell him about Casey Mahoney. I said, Phillipsburg fans would love Casey Mahoney. He's their kind of a football player. Tough, hard-nosed, runs hard, plays linebacker.
He's a team player, too.
Tailback, Brannigan, he smacked. Good play by the Mariner defense. They came up and met him head on. And John Adams, the inside linebacker, led that charge, number 54 in blue.
Initial hit, excellent penetration. Once again, getting into the backfield to stuff the hole, forcing Brannigan to try to break it back to the outside. By that time, he was tackled.
We have a Mariner injured on the play. Timeout. Officials timeout here. So Mariner defense rose up, and they had a lot of blue shirts in on that tackle, led by John Adams, who goes 5'9", 205. He plays inside linebacker. And I'll tell you, Mariners have had some linebackers on a Channel 8 All-Star team over the years since Nanny's been coaching.
Bob Nanny is a defensive coordinator. I guess he got his start there. Now, of course, he's the head man. Stresses defense here at North. You know when you come here, you're gonna be in a war.
What do you think of the crowd?
I think it's a great crowd. We have people lining the track down the far end
Standing along
zone.
the fence on the far side.
Fence and the stands are packed on both
We got 'em
sides.
standing down here on the right on the Mariners side, standing on the fence on the left on the Mariners side.
Well, it's a great night for a high school football game against two excellent Shore area teams here.
All right, the injured player is number 65 for North, and that's, I got it right, 65, Eric? 55, okay, is Tim Collins, the defensive tackle. Collins is the biggest, well, actually, I guess Lurchie is the biggest man on that defensive front, and then Collins next to him, the second biggest. 2nd and 9 for the Lions. Tailback again. This time it looks like Mahoney lined up as tailback. And Mahoney on the carry.
Nothing fancy what Lacey's doing. They're pitching the ball, running ISOs, off tackle plays, going behind that big offensive line.
Lacey will alternate. They'll line a tailback up as a deep back in the eye, and then they'll put Mahoney once in a while as a deep back in the eye.
And they'll go split backs occasionally and run a little counter action at you, trying to keep the defense a little bit off balance.
3rd and 7 for Lacey Township. Mariner defense getting tough here as Lacey has moved to the 34-yard line. Slot formation right. Granado wants to throw. Does. Man wide open. Down around the 15-yard line. And Lacey has a first down. Brandis, who plays safety on defense and split end on
Ran
the
a
catch.
beautiful pattern, was wide open like you stated. Granado had a lot of zip on the ball, threw the ball actually before he made his break. Big first down for Lacey.
On the 14-yard line, Lacey trying to answer back the North touchdown in the second quarter.
Well, quality football teams do that. When they give up a score, they try to come right back and get another one.
Lou Versil, the only coach Lacey's ever had, he came there and started the program for John Gardy at Lacey. Oh, Brannigan's rock. And again, John Adams with a big hit for Tom's River North.
Excellent tackle. Way to wrap them up. It's almost like a clinic out there as far as the tackling for both teams.
Lost on a play of about a half a yard. Called 2nd and 11. Ball's actually a little bit closer to the 15-yard line now. Lacey split back. Now they go in the eye. It's the tailback. Brannigan's rock. This time, player next to Adams, the other inside backer, senior Chris Watkins, comes in with penetration.
Looked like he might have been on a blitz call, though I'm not sure from up here. And as you said, penetrated, tripped them up, and stopped them for no gain.
Well, they're going to actually say he gained a yard. I don't know how he did. It's 3rd and a long 9 for the Lions.
Now this is 2 down territory here. We'll see what Lacey has in her bag here of tricks.
Again, the I formation. Fake to the tailback, throwing.
Beautiful.
Oh, he drops the football off his chest. Intended for, is that 41? No, it's 31. Brandis, who made the other catch earlier.
That was a tough one. It looked like he might have came down out of bounds with that ball as it was. He was trying to keep his feet down and catch the ball at the same time. Ball was on the money, though.
He was wide open, too.
Wide open. 4th down.
All right, here's a big play for North defense and the Lacey offense. 4th down and 9. The ball at the 14-yard line. And let's see what Lacey's going to try this time. It goes slot left.
There's a little confusion out there.
Yeah, Mahoney calls timeout. So
No,
Lacey spends a timeout here.
That's an excellent move. You know, you're down here, you're in scoring position on 4th down. You don't want a critical mistake. You don't want confusion. It's a wise timeout. Straighten things out, go to the sideline, get your plan straightened out, and come out and get the play off.
right.
Well, Ken, I'll tell you, it's an exciting football game.
Bill, come here a minute. I got to ask Bill Lundy something. Bill, something new this year. You are the lone director of athletics of all 3 schools. How's that working out for you now? It's superb because you've been athletic director at all 3 schools.
That's right, Kenny. I've been at all 3 schools over the past 22 years. We're busy, obviously, but the people that are helping in each school are coordinators in each school, and of course our full-time secretaries in each school make it a fairly functional job. So it's not as bad as it sounds. We do have coordinators in each building. Quite harder than day. They're after-school activities.
Hello?
Taken care by the
You're not actually located in your old office now where you were. You're actually in a separate office away from the 3 schools. Is that the regular Board of Education office, or where are you?
Yes, we're located, the district athletic office is now
Now, Skip Claxton went back into the math department, I believe, as head of the math department, and I don't know what Andy Peterson's doing.
Both have assumed other responsibilities. Skip was a math major, and of course, he's now supervising the whole math department in all 3 schools. And Andy Peterson was the supervisor of physical education before he became AD for a year. He was also back in supervision. So they took positions of people who retired.
Okay, well, have a good year, Bill.
Thank you. We need a little help.
All right. You got an exciting back here in Amir Dew. All right, here goes Lacey, and we have flags all over the place. And nobody, I guess everybody forgot about the play with all the confusion with the flags going off, Bill.
Yeah, you got to keep playing because you're not sure how the officials are going to call. It looked like maybe someone from Lacey was in motion. We'll have to wait and see for the official call.
Lacey's marching back as it's against them.
And they're talking to the North captain, so it looks like it's going to go against Lacey.
All right, they're going to march it off against the lines. There you see the official. And we have 2:41 left in the half. Toms River North leading in this big football game 6-0 over Lacey's Lions. This has been a good rivalry. These teams have been playing each other. This is nothing new this year. Even though they've been in different conferences, they've been playing each other.
Well, the last 5 years, actually Lacey holds the edge 3-2. As you said, Ken, they're not strangers to another. They have played each other.
Lacey doesn't back off. They go after the big teams in their non-conference games, and that can only help you when you go to the playoffs.
The power points are critical, and since Lacey's Group 3 and North's Group 4, the victory for Lacey does help them.
All right, this is 4th down, and they got to go long here. Brownigan rolling out, sets up, throws. And the ball deflected and caught for a touchdown. Lacey deflected and caught. Paskowitz, whose dad is a coach here at North, scores the touchdown against his father's team.
It'll be interesting conversation at the dinner table tomorrow. However, that was a great play. The North boys went up to try to bat it, and unfortunately, it was batted up in the air and right into Wes's hands.
Let's get the distance on that. The ball, I didn't actually give the line of scrimmage before the play started.
I think it was 24 yards.
24 yards. All right, Wes Paskowitz on the reception. And Wes is a junior, 5'6", 135-pound wide receiver. Kicked partially, looked like it was blocked. It was
Partially
somebody got
blocked
a hand on it.
and just got over the crossbar.
Greg Brandis, the extra point man for Lacey, and that puts Lacey in the lead, 7-6. Let's watch it again, Bill.
Well, Mike Granato is going to wait for the last possible moment. He gets leveled here after the throw, if you want to watch this. He gets leveled, the ball's tipped up, and Paskowitz is right there to make the key catch.
Looked like it was on a 20, Bill, on the replay.
Might have been.
Can we see that? Can we see that replay once more, guys? We want to see where the yard marker was. I think it's 20. All right, there it is, 20-yard line, Bill. All right, 20-yard scoring strike.
Once again, tipped up in the air.
Looked like all 3 guys got a hand on the ball. The Mariner receiver, defensive man, and a couple other Lacey
guys.
I'm
sure
there.
Coach Nanny has coached his defensive backs to bat the ball down and in front, never up and behind, and just a costly mistake. But this game is far from being over.
Well, so far we expected a great game. We got a great game. This is both teams showing they can move the football. And Brandis, who added the extra point, will kick off. All Amir Dew back with Doc Rose for...
Lacey's making the right choice here. Kick the ball away from Amir Dew.
All right, no return on that one. The coverage is right there. It's like Lamanowitz on a stop. All right, North takes over. They trail by 1 here. We have nearing the 2-minute mark of the first half.
Plenty of time. And with this young man in the backfield, it may not take much time to score.
Ball's on a 28-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Ceremony looks to throw quickly. He does. And making a great defensive play for Lacey Township was number 47, Jeff Carras.
Excellent reaction by the Lacey defense. Good read by Jack. He got up in the play. And nice pass play, but unfortunately, quick reaction, big loss.
All right, here come the Mariners. We're under 2 minutes now. Clock moving fast. Mariners huddle quickly. They get up the line of scrimmage quickly. Dew quickly. Dew does everything quickly.
Sure does. Very shifty. Hits the hole quick. Lacey's linebackers seem to be playing more of an outside contain now.
All right, on the stop, Dunn and Diesendorf for Lacey. 3rd and 11 for the Mariners.
I know Coach Nanny doesn't want to turn the ball over down in his own territory here and give Lacey a chance to maybe score just before the half. So they're going to play it a little bit conservative here. And if they have to go down 7-6 at halftime, fine.
Long count by Ron Cermarini. The quick pass to Rose. And Rose can't go anywhere. Well covered by the Lacey defense. And they lost yardage on the play.
Excellent defensive execution. Reacting well to the ball. Excellent team pursuit.
Greg Brandis immediately calls timeout. He ran right up to the official to get his attention for Lacey. They want a chance to return a punt here. We have 19 seconds left. Great first half of football as Bob Nanny walks on the field to talk to his team, and Lacey players leave the field. They go over to the sideline.
Well, we knew it'd be a lot of drama, a lot of action, and we haven't been disappointed this half.
You want to run down Lou Brasilla's staff while we have a moment here, Bill?
Sure. This is Lou's 14th year, and as you mentioned earlier, he's the only coach in Lacey history. He's assisted by Rich Stratton, who's the offensive line coach, Ron Emmerich, quarterbacks and receivers coach. Ed Heffern does a great job with the defense. Tom Alex, secondary coach. Chris Roll, defensive line. Tom Ramsey, freshman coach. Ralph Bigger, freshman coach. And Mike Murphy, freshman coach. Excellent staff on both teams here.
Well, Ron Emmerich used to be a Channel 8 colored commentator, and he went back into coaching at Lacey after having been a head coach at Southern for years. Here's the punt. Nice high punt by Brett. Clock running, 9 seconds, 8. Steve Maloney on the return for Lacey. Clock stops, 8 seconds.
It looks like Lacey may just get one play off here before the
half. There's Cermarini, the Mariners junior quarterback. See, Tony, we're being used to work for us. We get those close-ups of his son on there. You notice how we do that? I think Ed Sr. had, he's our director tonight, and I think he was working with Tony here at the meeting we had, and must have been talking to him in the back room to make sure he gets some close-ups of my son. He'll get a bill on his Visa card. All right, we have a timeout here with 4 seconds to go. So these two Titans going at it. What do you look for in the second half, Bill?
I think we look for more of the same. I don't see why either coach would want to change his game plan. Both game plans have worked thus far. Nanny, of course, with his offensive scheme of giving the ball to Dew, and, of course, Lacey with their scheme of ball control and run the ball between the tackles. Why change it?
Down to our right is the Mariner Marching Band. They are waiting to entertain the crowd here at halftime. Lacey's band performed prior to the kickoff.
Well,
and the Candyman's here with the candy. Tom Kelleher in the booth.
What North doesn't want to do here is have a penalty on the last play of the half to give Lacey one more crack.
Well, there you see that prevent defense. They have 4 guys deep, real deep. And they get a hole. And a nice move. Got a first down, but the clock runs out. Thank you. Candyman's got the Tootsie Roll tonight. End of the first half with a score. Lacey 7 and Toms River North 6. Bill, you want to recap the scoring plays?
Well, Miradu got things going on a nifty 12-yard run at the 8:49 of the quarter.
Second quarter.
And then Mike Granado came back on a nice drive and threw a 20-yard pass to Wes Paskowitz on a tip ball in the corner of the end zone. And Brando's kick, of course, made it 7-6 at the half. A lot of excitement. Both offenses are moving the ball well. And I don't think either coach is going to change their offensive game plan by much.
All right. It's been an excellent first half. We were anxious to see Amir do in the Shore Conference, and he didn't disappoint us.
Not at all.
And, of course, Lacey comes right back to show you why they've been champs in the B Division South for 6 years.
Well, they have character, and they were challenged, and they reacted to the challenge.
I believe our director, Ed Sr., is going to give you a little bit of the Toms River North Mariner Band here at the half, so we'll take a timeout. You're watching the Game of the Week on Adelphia Cable, Channel 8 in Toms River.
Mom, Sherry says her parents are rich.
Well, you can tell Sherry that we're smart.
Starting at $2.99, extra value meals make McDonald's the smart choice for dinner.
I'm glad we're smart.
Me too.
Smart choice, like the hamburger and cheeseburger specials at your local McDonald's. Bring your family in on Monday nights and get our mouth-watering hamburgers for only 25 cents. And on Wednesday nights, juicy cheeseburgers are only 35 cents. The smart choice for all your meals is your local McDonald's.
Music on the radio with names like Soft, Light, Easy. It's all the same, so what's the difference? The difference is WOBM-FM gives you great music from the oldies to the 90s and something the other stations don't give you. Award-winning WOBM-FM news. You want to know what's happening in your hometown or around the world? We'll tell you every hour on the hour. The difference is clear on 92.7 WOBM-FM.
Welcome back to Gernard Field on a beautiful night for football here in Toms River, and we have the Game of the Week here on Adelphia Cable Channel 8, and we have a good one. It's Toms River North hosting Lacey Township, and it's 7-6 in favor of Lacey. As you look at the Lions, the visiting team across the way in the white. North scored first in the second quarter with their heralded junior tailback Amir Dew scoring the touchdown on a 12-yard run at 8 minutes and 49 seconds of the period. And they tried the extra point. The kick was wide left, and Lacey drove right back, and they scored on a Mike Granado pass of 20 yards to Wes Paskowitz. And the difference in the ball game, Greg Brandis added the extra point on the kick, and it's 7-6. And Bill, we expected a great game between two good teams, and it hasn't been a disappointment here in the first half.
Not at all. We've seen some great offense and defense on both sides of the ball on both teams. Second half kickoff, I believe Lacey's going to receive the football. It's a very important drive for the Toms River North defense to control this offense of Lacey's and get the ball back and maybe punch one in.
Captains, we didn't mention them. 22 is Doherty, the linebacker. Get the rest of the numbers, Bill. They turned sideways on me. I believe Amir Dew's one of the captains. Yes. All right, there is Tony Sermarini right there, the father of Ron Sermarini, without the hat, and former Channel 8 color commentator and Southern assistant. When do you ever see a Southern coach on the Toms River North sideline?
Other than scouting, he's chewing on his finger right now. I wonder what that means.
He is not a coach tonight. He is a fan and a father. And there's Bob Nanny walking away, the head coach of the Mariners. Lacey's going to receive going right to left. There you see North getting ready to kick off to start this second half. Andy Poulos is the man kicking off, a 6-foot, 187-pound senior. Bill, you have the upcoming schedule for Toms River North. What are they doing for their fans the next 2 weeks?
Well, for the fans, next week, October 7th, they'll be at Southern Regional at 7:30. And the following week, they'll be on the road again, October 14th, at Toms River South.
That's
the
a
old
big one.
North-South Civil War going on.
And we'll have the Southern game on Channel 8.
That's correct.
Don't forget, we have another doubleheader game this week, Thursday night at 8. And we have Minelands, and they are hosting Monsignor Donovan. First look at Bob Nasseri coming back. The coach had been a coach at Mondon, a head coach at one time.
Got off to a good start last week with a thumping of St. John Vianney.
All right, here we go with a kickoff. Back to the 10. And Maloney on the return for Lacey Township. Rose, number 25.
Excellent tackle by Kenny Rose. We're seeing some fine open field tackling tonight by both teams. Well coached, well executed.
By the way, I saw Bob Masseri in the parking lot tonight. He is here at the game, the head coach of Monsignor Donovan.
It appears that this is the place to be on a Friday night tonight.
A lot of people are coming to this game, whether they play these teams or not. First and 10, Lacey. Ball's marked around the 13-yard line. All right, Granado brings them out to start the second half in the I formation. That's the tailback on the carry. Making the stop on Brannigan was number 54, John Adams. Called his name a lot tonight.
There he is again. Kids having a great football game. Once again, Lacey's coming out, trying to establish their running game to open up their passing game.
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 for the Lions.
I'm impressed by both defenses tonight, Ken. Both teams pursue well, tackle well, well coached.
Tailback, not much of a hole. And Toms River North closes it down quickly.
Bob Nanny has his troops ready to go the second half. They're fired up. I think they realize how critical this drive is right now.
Again, it's Brannigan on the stop for, on the run for Lacey, but he had no hole at all. 3rd and 7 for Lacey Township. Brannigan lines up with Mahoney in the backfield.
It's a big down for the North defense if they can force Lacey to punt here. They get the ball in decent
Granado to throw. He's got a blocker and he's got a man, Mahoney. And Mahoney, when he gets moving, is a bull.
He's a big boy to bring down, especially with those little defensive backs. He can run over some people.
He was finally stopped by defensive cornerback Doc Rose, a 5'7", 175-pound junior. First down, Lacey. And they move it all the way out to the 33-yard line.
Well-designed play, little flare pass in the flat, wide open. Mahoney did the rest himself. Nice pass by Granado.
Fake to the tailback. Again, a pass. Complete. Was that deflected? What happened there,
Deflected.
Bill?
Looked like it deflected off the defensive secondary man, right into the hands of Greg Brandis once again. We've seen him tonight.
Well, we had a touchdown on a deflected pass for Lacey in the end zone. Let's watch this. So strange.
The ball has a lot of zip on it. It's just tipped, and what a great catch.
Number 22 got a hand on it for North. Frank Doherty, the outside linebacker.
Fine effort.
Again, Lacey moving the football. First down. Brannigan trying to get away from an ankle tackle, but he can't do it.
Even though he was wrapped up, you have to appreciate the way he stretched out for the extra yardage as he's putting the ball down.
Brian Newhook was in on a tackle, and Rich Lurshey, defensive end. He's the big Mariner, 6'1", 240, number 90 for North. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
The Mariner defense is doing a great job of stopping the run. They just have to tighten up a little bit on the pass.
All right, again the eye, Mahoney the up back. Tailback behind Mahoney, breaks it. He got through the tackle, breaks another one, and a good run by Lacey Township. That time they went to Jay Frazee. Now you saw Jay Frazee, Bill, last week come in the game against Pinelands and really run raw, right?
In just over a quarter, the young man had over 104 yards rushing on few carries. The boy has great speed, excellent balance, and for what Keith Elias said about the young man last week, excellent vision.
Could be another in the great line of tailbacks. He's only a sophomore. Jay Frazee, his cousin Rob, is the big lineman for Lacey Township. Oh, look at this hole! Frazee threw a huge hole. He could have driven 2 trucks through that one, Bill.
Great trap blocking up front by the Lacey offensive lineman, which beautiful hole.
Another Mariner hurt, too. We've had a lot of Mariner injuries tonight.
Yeah, you don't like to see this.
This is Watkins, the inside linebacker, number 53. Boy, that was some blocking by Lacey on offense. Wow.
Maybe we can see a replay of that later. You'll see some of the great trap blocking and how wide a hole that was.
Yeah, we had a chance that we can see that again. That was some impressive line play. As they work on Watkins. All right, here it comes.
Excellent blocking, huge hole,
Ooh.
And a good tackle on top of it.
Wow.
And here's Jay Frazee.
Looked like number 40 for the Mariners made the stop. Liberto Santanestezo. He is a junior, wears number 45, 6'1", 145. He backs up Rose and Dew in that secondary.
Well, if he didn't make that tackle, that young man could have been off to the races.
We have 8:16 left to play here in the third quarter. Lacey leading over Toms River North 7-6.
I think Coach Nanny was concerned about this drive. I'm sure he stressed it at halftime of trying to shut this Lacey offense down in the opening period here, in the opening portion of the third period, and Lacey has a drive going right now. Hope this young man isn't that hurt.
Our thanks to Bill Lundy, Director of Athletics, for all of the Toms River High Schools for allowing Channel 8 to do the game tonight. Watkins gets a hand as he comes off.
Hopefully it's not too serious, and maybe he'll return to action later on tonight.
Got a chance to talk to the Superintendent of Schools. Michael Rotacco came up to say hello, the Toms River Schools Superintendent here tonight. He's a big sports fan. He's done a lot to boost the athletic fields here at Toms River. Baseball fields all have been rebuilt. Brannigan, he faked it. Beautiful fake. Touchdown. He's watching Brannigan. What a fake.
Great fake and an even better catch.
Wow, Brandis.
By Brandis.
19 yards, Bill. I get the right yard marker,
And
19.
It looks that way from where we're at. What a throw, what a fake, and what a catch.
Time of the score, 8:04, third quarter. All right, you're going to call it 24, Bill. So that's a nice fake. It faked me out by the junior quarterback, Renato.
Poor snap. Could be a big play here.
All right, bad snap. So the score will remain 13-6. Let's take another look, Bill.
Well, watch the faking here by Renato. Great ISO fake, drop back, and look at this catch. Beautiful catch. Diving in the end zone for it.
Lacey Band across the way, making the music as their team is going out front here. And the Lacey Band gets larger every year.
This young man, Brandis from Lacey, I saw him last week make some beautiful catches against Pinelands. He's picked up right where he left off last week.
There you see the Mariner bench. All right.
Well, that extra point could be big because now North is only one touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from winning this.
All right, Lacey breaking the huddle. Here they come, the kicking unit. And interesting thing this year, it's really early in the season, but when it comes to playoff time, And if Lacey can get into the South Jersey playoffs as they have every year, they might have a new opponent. They would play for the first time ever, Brick Township, moving down to Group 3 this year.
That'd be an interesting matchup of the two Ocean County powers in the last 5 to 6 years.
Yep, that would be something new.
It's a long way off, like you said.
All right, Brandis, who tried to kick the extra point but was denied on a bad snap, will kick off for Lacey Township. Number 31 in white. Here we go. Kicks it on the ground, short. It's loose. And everybody going for it. Looks like North got it.
From here, it looks like North recovered.
Yep. Looked like Kenny Rose, number 25, at the bottom of the pile. So North will get excellent field position here, Bill.
Excellent field position to start this drive. A lot of time in the third quarter. No need to panic. Stay with your game plan.
Ball's on the 43, closer to 44. First down, Mariners. Marini gives the tailback. Breaks one tackle. Look at that. Running laterally down a yard marker. And he looked like he was stopped and just kept his legs churning, and he picks up some yards.
I can see why Bob Nanny and his coaching staff are so high on this young man. Every time he catches that ball, anything can happen.
About a 4-yard gain. Second, well, they're going to give him 5. Second and 5 for the Mariners. Rose goes to the far side, and Estes to the near side. Estes a split end. Sir Marini wants to throw. He does. Nice pass.
Beautiful pass.
Estes. It was split to the near side, cutting across the middle. First down, Mariners at the 40.
Nice little drag pattern across the middle of the field. Beautiful pass by Ronnie Samarini. Big first down for the Mariners.
Now the Mariners trying to answer back.
Well, that's what you want to see out of your football team. You want to respond to a challenge. Lacey was challenged earlier, responded. Now it's North's turn to come back and respond.
All right, Estes again splits to the near side. They have a wingback on the far side. And they give to the wingback, Rose. And Lacey defends that well. Held it to maybe a yard gained on the play. Casey Mahoney shut it down quickly.
There was a hole there for the wing counter, but as you said, Casey Mahoney stepped in very quickly and closed down the hole.
That's why Casey Mahoney's an all-star linebacker, fullback. You know, when Lacey first started, Lou Brasilla ran a Delaware wing tee.
Well, he was a Delaware man from his Red Bank days, and of course now he changes with his personnel.
2nd and 9 for the Mariners. Sir Marie on a bootleg. And incomplete. Tried to go quickly to Rose at the 40-yard line on a down and out.
Yeah, Kenny Rose a little upset with himself. He feels he should have caught that. Ball's a little bit to the sideline, but possibly catchable.
6 foot, 185-pound senior cornerback Mike Pluta on the coverage for the Lions.
Big third down, Ken, for
3rd and 9 for North. I'll tell you about a night that had electricity. We get a minute bill at this field. I'll never forget. It was my first year with Adelphia Cable. Straight back, Sir Marini. Screen. He got his man, Ray Colon, a split end, a sophomore, on the reception.
Nice middle screen action there.
Short of a first down.
Lacey reacted very well to it, defended well.
Pluta again on a play for Lacey. We have another Mariner hurt on a play. Oh, it's a Lacey player this time. Okay, it's Bergstrom. Chris Bergstrom, their standout outside linebacker, down on a play. 4th down, Bill, and about 5.
Well, I don't think Coach Nanny's going to try anything fancy here. I'm thinking they just punt deep and see if his defense will come back in the field and hold Lacey and get the ball in good field position. It's
Bill,
too early yet.
Bill, back in '79, I came to this field to do the Central Toms River North game. It was early in the season. North was highly touted under Bob Fiacco. That was the year they went on to beat Brick in the Giant Stadium game we did on Channel 8.
Remember it well.
Central had a young team under John Gardy, and they shocked the Mariners on, I think it was the second play from scrimmage. Frankie Drumright took a quick pass out in the flat and broke it and went all the way for about a 60-yard touchdown. But you could feel the electricity in the air that night like tonight. It was everybody was psyched for that game. And the Mariners came back and won it, went on to win the Group 4 state championship that year.
This young man is seriously injured here. It looks like they just called for the first aid to come out.
It's going to be a big loss for Lacey because Bergstrom is one of the top returning players. There you see the Lacey fans, they're quiet.
Coach Nanny, of course, in his interview earlier this week, pointed out that this was the young man they were concerned about as far as blocking.
The athletic trainer there you see for Lacey is Nancy Carl, I believe is how she pronounces her name, C-A-R-L-E. We're going to have a long time here because we're going to bring the ambulance on the field. So we'll take a timeout. You're watching the Game of the Week here on Adelphia Cable. And the score right now, midway through this third quarter, is Lacey 13 and Toms River North 6. Be back in a moment.
Since 1989, Panhead Alley has been servicing motorcyclists by offering a complete line of riding apparel from leather jackets to biker and southwestern jewelry. We carry a complete line of protective riding apparel. When it comes to design, Panhead Alley is known for leather alterations and customizing. Get to Panhead Alley, Hooper Avenue, Silverton. Panhead Alley, not just a biker store.
Music on the radio with names like Soft, Light, Easy. It's all the same, so what's the difference? The difference is WOBM-FM gives you great music from the oldies to the 90s and something the other stations don't give you. Award-winning WOBM-FM news. You want to know what's happening in your hometown or around the world? We'll tell you every hour on the hour. The difference is clear on 92.7 WOBM-FM.
Well, this could be a real blow to Lacey Township's football season. One of their top defensive stars, Chris Bergstrom, on the stretcher. And preliminary prognosis, possibly a broken leg, Bill.
Geez, you know, you hate to see that. And it might be a blow to Lacey. They have the character. If kids will step it up. But for Chris and his family, the hard work he's put into playing ball this year, you just hate to see it end this way.
They have an orthopedic surgeon on the field, and the Lacey fans very concerned across the way. Bergstrom, a dominant player last year, the second half of the season for Lacey as a junior, really came on and was very good in the playoffs and Thanksgiving game.
I know Coach Heffron, he built his defense more around this young man, and Coach Nanny, of course, told me earlier in the week that their concern offensively was controlling him. And hopefully it's not as serious as it looks.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we've had a long delay here. Players have been Lacey. There's hand for Bergstrom. Lacey players did some jumping jacks on the far sideline to try to stay loose.
He just gave him a little salute to his teammates before he was carted off the field.
There you see Bergstrom right there. Let's see if we can find out who went in for him. Is it number 66, the new man there?
It does appear that way.
Brian Spada, a 200-pound senior, is the new linebacker replacing Bergstrom for Lacey. All right, getting back to where we were, 4th down and 5, North going for it from the 36. Amir Dew, and he's not going to get it. No, Lacey stops him.
And he was just tripped up, and that was good enough to stop him about a yard short of the first down.
Dave Pestricello was up there, the safety, and Dew a little disappointed. The first time he's been stopped tonight.
Well, it came at a very important moment for the Lacey defense, losing one of their main men in the middle there. The Lacey defense stepped it up.
All right, so Lacey takes over with a lead of 13-6 here. 4:42 left to play, third quarter. We're at Gernard Field, Toms River High School North, as Mike Granato talking to Lou Brasil with deciding what play they're going to run here.
It's a big drive for both teams here. North has got to contain this Lacey offense.
And here's another first
Great
down.
move.
Frazee, the sophomore,
Jay Frazie's picking up where he left off last week.
takes it across midfield. Gain of about 25 yards. Takes it to the Mariner 47.
Maybe we can catch a replay a little bit later on of that play. Great move by Jay once he popped through the line. So make a nice cut and pick up additional yardage. This young man's legit.
Again, Frazee, the tailback, behind Casey Mahoney. They give to Mahoney, no hole whatsoever. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
North's defense rising to the occasion, shutting down that dive play by
Rich Lurchie, defensive end in there, 90.
Rich made a nice play there, Rich.
They're going to give him a yard, 2nd and 9. It's ironic, we had a lot of Mariners shaking up tonight, and that was the first time Lacey had an injury all night, and it was a serious one. Frazee off the right tackle.
Soon.
All right, Lacey with a 4th and 1. They went to go for it, and Lurchie, the defensive end, moved. Offsides, Mariners. That'll give Lacey a first down, and they are into Mariner territory seriously now. 33.
North has got to get some big play to happen for them now. Fumble recovery, interception, whatever it's going to take.
All right, sophomore tailback Jay Frazee sparking this Lacey drive. After they held on downs, they have moved the ball right down the field. Let's see what they do here. First down play. Again, Frazee, the tailback. Frazee gets the call. And the sophomore is running all over North right now.
He's not doing it by himself, though, Ken. He's got some great line blocking up front.
Jorgensen, Dolan, Boyer, Jerry Carras, Rich Diab, Bender, they all played last year.
And they're putting some leather on the North defensive line right now and creating some nice holes for Frazee to run through.
Jason Hildebrandt reports, well, let me give you the right roster here. Reporting in for the Mariners, Chris LaRusso on the defensive line, number 73. We have officials time out here, Bill? Yeah, equipment problem with number 54, Adams. About the only problem he's had tonight.
Yeah, he's going to sleep well tonight. This young man's been all over the field making tackles.
Looks like he had to get a new helmet.
Looks like Casey Mahoney's going to be playing tailback on this play here.
All right, here's 2nd and 7 for Lacey. You're right, Mahoney, the big back, lines up as the deep back. Mahoney gets the call. Mahoney gets to the near sideline, out of bounds around a 25.
Nice blocking, excellent block by the wide receiver, came back and gave Mahoney just an extra block to pick an extra 5 yards.
Coming up to make the stop, run him out of bounds, was safety Amir Dew. Didn't we hear about him somewhere else tonight, Bill?
Both sides of the ball, with his kind of speed, he's got to be back there in the secondary for you.
2nd and 1 for the Lions.
You may call a measurement here. It's close.
Granado's looking over at the official, and here they come with the chains. They're going to come all the way across the field to measure this.
North has got to create a big play on defense here.
And we know they're working with the Wilson football
There you
tonight. Good sideline shot by Tony and Tesso.
Excellent camera shot.
Maybe we'll get some royalties from Wilson. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I could sure use them.
Now we got 3rd and short here. Maybe you might look for Granado to fake a play action pass and throw it out here now. So you can get a quick score. Ron Emmert, the offensive coordinator.
3rd and less than a yard. Ball's on a 23. Granado waiting for the official to signal in play.
Play action pass, possibly. Let's see what we have here.
We got Mahoney as a tailback once again. Mahoney straight ahead, 1st down and more. Lowered his shoulder and took one of the Mariners with him.
Nice 5-yard gain there.
Inside the 20-yard line. 1st down, Lacey Township.
Well, Lacey has one of their patented drives, time-consuming, ball control, smash mouth football.
30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. See if they get one more play in here.
Jay Freeze is back at the tailback position. It is.
Tailback Frazee, and he runs pretty hard.
Sure does.
He's down inside the 15-yard line. Getting up is Tim Collins, who made the stop, 55 in blue. That's the end of the 3rd quarter tonight with a score, Lacey Township leading Toms River North 13-6, and Lacey driving once again. Bill Bruno and yours truly, Ken Turp, will be back for the final quarter of tonight's excellent football game here on Channel 8 in just a moment.
This summer at Six Flags Great Adventure, answer the call to Batman the Ride. Imagine the air below, the sky above. You have the ride of your life when you fly Six Flags only, suspended outside looping nothing like an on-earth experience. The time is now. Come, answer the call to Batman the Ride at Six Flags Great Adventure. Get these great savings with special coupons at participating Burger King restaurants.
Music on the radio with names like Soft, Light, Easy. It's all the same, so what's the difference? The difference is WOBM-FM gives you great music from the oldies to the 90s and something the other stations don't give you. Award-winning WOBM-FM news. You want to know what's happening in your hometown or around the world? We'll tell you every hour on the hour. The difference is clear on 92.7 WOBM-FM.
There you see the Toms River North cheerleaders leading on the crowd here at Kerner Field as we get ready to begin the 4th quarter and the final period of play. And Lacey will football play 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line. Nice drive by the Lions, and as Bill pointed out, they're eating the clock up.
Eating the clock up, and this is just what Bob Nanny did not want. His defense is going to rise up now and make something happen.
Lacey's got 2 wide receivers to the near side, Fluta, and inside of Fluta is Ed Halka, number, is that 82, right? 82, right?
Yes, 82.
This window.
It's tough to see through this window, but you got the right number.
The numbers. All right, here we go. Mahoney lines up this time as the fullback, so Frazee's in there as the deep back in the eye. Mahoney blocking for Frazee. Hurdles one, cuts it inside. Frazee, beautiful run, touchdown. Frazee, a brilliant run.
Young man has some great tools, doesn't he?
Frazee impressed everybody last week in his debut against Pinelands, and he's shown it against the big boys tonight.
That was no fluke last week. The young man can run with the football. You saw him hurdle, break 2 tackles, and sprint to the end zone.
What a run. We got to see this one again. That was brilliant. Brandis to kick the extra point. Lacey goes in front. 19-6 now. Time of the score, 11:53 of the final quarter.
Lacey's going for 2 points here.
All right, let's see. They got Frazee, the lone back. It's going to be a pass. No, Pluta on the end around. Pluta, 2 points.
Great call down by the goal line. Fake. A nice little split and reverse.
So Lacey makes up those
crucial 2 points.
Points they needed on the kick with a 2-point conversion, 21-6. Lacey in front, big play there.
Well, it just goes to show you how much Lou Priscilla respects the capabilities of this North offense, realizing that 1 point may not be enough, even though they're down by 2 touchdowns. You know, this forces North to at least go for 2 points somewhere down the road. They want to tie this up.
We're going to get a chance to see this nice run by the sophomore. Oh, he lost it there. Something happened there. Try it again.
You'll see this young man hurdle a tackler, break a tackler or 2. Here we go. He's going to hurdle someone right here.
Mahoney.
Then break a tackle, break another one, and sprint between 2 into the end zone. Fine run.
Have we got another great tailback coming up here, Bill?
It must be in the water down there at Lacey.
I don't know. I'm drinking the water, and I can just about walk. What is that?
It all starts with the big offensive lineman now. Well, we're going to see North on offense now. The game is far from being over.
All right, Greg Brandis will do the kicking off again for Lacey. And Lacey's shown you some impressive blocking by the offensive line and great running by the young sophomore. And some pretty tough play by Casey Mahoney. All right, we got a penalty here on the kickoff as the ball went out of bounds. And they'll have to probably do it over again. That's up to the receiving team. They have the option, right, Bill?
They do have the option to take the ball to 35 if they so desire. And it looks like Coach Denny's not going to take the football. He wants that ball, right.
All right, we're going to go here. North's not going to fool around. They're going to, let's get the ball in play. Let's go.
Well, North's got 2 obstacles now. 1 the clock, and of course the most formidable one is Lacey's defense. Plenty of time, though. Plenty of time left in this football game.
All right, Rose comes out to the near side. Split end to the far side. 34-yard line. Pass in Dew on the swing. Dew! Oh, good tackle. Kept Dew from really going somewhere down that sideline. Whoa. And talking about Frazee.
There's the other Frazee. The other Frazee.
On a stop there.
That was a very big tackle, because if he doesn't make that tackle, Mr. Dew is down the sidelines for additional yardage. Good call by the North staff there.
Rob is the senior, the cousin. He's 6'2", 240, and he wears number 78. Pick up a 4, but that could have been a lot more. Pitch to Dew. Lacey pursuing well, but Dew, well, he actually maybe got a yard.
About a yard or so. The Lacey defense, great team pursuit.
Yeah. Pestricella, who plays wide receiver and safety, made the stop. 3rd and a long 5 for North.
Pestricella picked off a pass last week against Pinelands. He's a heck of an athlete out there.
It's a big play for North here. Rose to the near side. Ceremony on a rollout, stop, sets up, throws,
Great. Oh.
drops right on the midfield stripe. Man was wide up, good throw by Cermerini. And unfortunately for Toms River North, Estes couldn't handle the pass.
Ball was right on the money. Good play faking. Pulled up like you said. Threw the ball on the line drive and just couldn't come down with it.
There you see Pestrocello, number 1. 4th and 5. North drops Ken Rose, the punt. Good snap. No rush.
Nice punt. Great tackle.
No return by Brandis. Doc Rose down there.
Nice tackle. Way to wrap him up.
Doc Rose, Kenny Rose. We got Jay Frazee and Rob Frazee. We got the family.
Family affair tonight.
The Rose, like the Hatfields and the McCoys here tonight.
You don't see much fair catch in this game tonight. These guys are taking the ball and running with it.
Now, if Lacey can put on another drive like they did before, Bill, that could be the nail in the coffin. We have 10 minutes and 8 seconds left in the football game. Renato brings them out at the 33-yard line, first down.
North's going to have to create something here, a turnover of some sort.
Frazee runs into his own blocker and he gets away. Frazee, unbelievable.
Bouncing to the sideline.
Performance he's putting on tonight. Wow, I'll tell you, this kid is impressive.
On the replay here, we'll see him actually, as you said, bounce into his own man and then just keep his legs driving and dive to the outside and pick up about 12 yards.
Right there, hits his blocker.
Doesn't give up on the play, though. Nice run.
Wow. This kid's got a career in front of him if he can stay injury-free. Well, last week the Lions got a big lift. Keith Elias with the Giants with an open day on the sidelines, wearing his old number 20 in the game. That certainly had to get them off swinging on the opening day.
This young man doesn't go down.
Good hard run. Frazee once again. Midfield stripe, pick up a 4. Second and 6 for Lacey Township, right at midfield, right in front of my chair here.
This is, you got the $50 seat here.
I got the 50-yard line tonight.
This is typical Lacey football. Grind it out, control the ball, control the tempo, control the clock, most importantly, now in the fourth quarter.
I bought a season ticket, Bill. That's how I got the 50-yard line too. Straight ahead. Maybe 2 yards gained on the play, maybe 3. Mahoney, the fullback.
Our TV viewers will notice every time the Lacey athletes now have the ball, both arms are wrapped around the ball tightly. North is trying to strip the ball from them as they run into the line of scrimmage. No turnovers here.
We're going to call it a 2-yard gain. 3rd and a long 4 for Lacey Township at the Mariner 47.
And that clock continues to roll down to the 8-minute mark.
I'm sorry, 48-yard line. Frazee. Well, he stopped at the line of scrimmage, and then it looked like he moved forward a little bit.
Yeah, the initial contact was at the line, and he bounced forward for about a yard, yard and a half.
All right, he picks up a yard. 4th and 3 for Lacey, and they'll send their punting unit on the field.
Yeah, well, they're up by 13. What are they? Up by 15 points here, so they're going to play it safe, punt it deep, let their defense come back on the field.
7 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the football game. Brandis to the near side. Nice punt. Nice roll out of bounds. Nice job.
Beautiful
10-yard line. No return. Well, the speed of North on those returns can't hurt you there when you aim it out of bounds.
The kicking game is crucial for field position, and at this particular moment, we can see how important it is. North has to go 90 yards now for a touchdown.
There's Casey Mahoney.
There he is.
What a workhorse he is for Lacey.
He's a warrior. Got a little banged up last week, but there's no way he wasn't going to play tonight.
All right, let's see what North can do here. They got a long ways to go, 89 yards on the 11-yard line. They got to make up some points here. Ceremony trying to roll out. Chase from behind, he goes down. Sack for Lacey. Pestricello was there, and the man that actually got him was number 28, Kenny Probst, defensive end.
Looks like they had a blitz on, a backside blitz. Ronnie didn't see it coming.
Probst, 6'1", 190, a junior, and Pestricello, 5'10", 205-pound senior.
Ronnie got some backside pressure there. He didn't see it coming, couldn't feel it until the last moment. Luckily, he tucked the ball away so he didn't fumble it, or else Lacey might have had another score. You gotta be careful down here on their own 3-yard line.
Pass is complete to Kenny Rose, and Rose picks up another 8 yards after the catch.
Great pass by Ron Santorini out of his own end zone, standing cool in the pocket, beautiful throw, big play for North's offense.
Brings it out to the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Mariners. Let's see this play again, Bill.
Out of his own end zone, standing cool, feeling pressure, nice throw, and Kenny Rose does the rest.
Tries to go to Rose again, he does, but Rose gets loose. Looked like Rose was not going to get away initially from the first Lacey line. Was Brannigan in on him, and he spun loose and picked up some yardage.
Just a quick hitch pass to the split end, and then Kenny Rose, as you said, broke a tackle and picked up positive yardage.
Picked up 4, 2nd and 6. Ball's 34-yard line of Toms River North. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Lacey leading 21-6. Ceremony rolls out. Got a blocker. Got a receiver. Mazer, the fullback.
We got a flag down.
On a play. Mazer trying to get to that 1st down marker, just a little bit short. Let's see what the penalty is.
Might be holding on North. We'll have to see in a second here. Fine-looking play, well-designed. Roll out after a fake. Ball on the money. And we'll see what this call is. Defensive holding. Looks like we have offsetting penalties. Offsetting, Ken.
Okay. Don't forget, next week we will follow the Mariners down to Manahawkin to take on the Southern Rams a week from tonight. And your next game, Bill, you know which one you're working after tonight?
I believe I'm doing the Wall Township Monsignor Donovan game in a few weeks at Monsignor Donovan. Looking forward to it. Having a lot of fun here tonight with you, Ken. We've seen a great football game.
Yep. All right, Mariners with a 2nd down, still 6 after the offsetting penalties.
Toss.
Gets it back, come to the near side. Look at that speed. Gets it outside.
1st down.
1st down, Mariners. Pluta chased them out of bounds. Wow, he got speed.
Every time he touches the ball, the crowd gets excited. Great cutback. Play short out to the right. He cut it back to the left and picked up about 13 yards on the carry.
First down, Mariners at their own 47. 4 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. Draw. No, Ceremony's going to throw.
Picked off.
Intercepted by Lacey at the 38-yard line.
Casey Mahoney.
Casey Mahoney.
Well, he could do it on both sides of the ball, can he?
Yep.
That was a fine-looking pass. Not taking away from Ronnie. That was a great pass. He had a man there, but Mahoney made a great break on the ball. There it is.
Here's the play.
Good fake. But Mahoney did a nice job of stepping in front, picking it off.
Well, I'll tell you, Lacey has had some program. You know, Toms River South grumbled about being moved down to the B division. They go down there and they were going to dethrone the Lacey dynasty. They couldn't do it.
This Lacey
Lacey just kept rolling along. Wins another couple of championships. Now it's 6 in a row. There goes Frazee, and a good tackle from behind. And who else could catch him but Amir Dew?
Speed versus speed. We've seen some great running backs tonight here. I just want to say one thing about the Lacey program, having coached against it for numerous years. It's solid from top to bottom, Pop Warner football right up to the senior high. And it's something the community should be very proud of. I know they are. And Tomsboro North, of course, is in the same stage. They're building their program here, too.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Frazee, and he will look like he's going to be thrown for a loss, and he kept his footing. Let's see where they ruled his knee down.
Picked up about 2 yards in that carry. Well, maybe not even that much.
About a yard gain. 3rd and 9, and the tackle was made by outside junior linebacker Frank Doherty.
We have a timeout.
We have a timeout here with 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the football game, and we certainly enjoy bringing you this game to you on Channel 8 tonight. As you look at the Mariners with Bob Nanny. Bob lives in Lacey Township.
Yes, he does.
Head coach of the Mariners. Wonder if we'll have any future nannies going to Lacey Township.
That'd be interesting. We'll have to see.
All right.
It's a big 3rd down for North. They can stop me here, get the ball back. Maybe punch one in. Onside kick, anything can happen. A lot of football left.
We got football weather tonight, nice and cool.
Great night for football. Cool, 50 to 55 degrees. Clear night, no fog.
Well, tomorrow will be George Jeck and, is it George? Yeah, I think George is working with Rick McDonough. As we bring you that game Thursday night at 8 on Channel 8, that'll be Monsignor Donovan traveling down to Pinelands for a Class B game. Donovan and B this year.
That's correct, and Pinelands home opener.
So Glenn Demeray tried to get his Pinelands Wildcats to bounce back after playing Lacey last week. Here goes Frazee. He's got a hole. And then he runs into one of his own men. Look at this.
First down.
He just keeps going. There are about 4 guys in front of him.
That was a big, big first down. He kept his legs driving and picked up the first down.
I'll tell you, can't say enough about this young sophomore.
Well, he made his debut last weekend against Pinelands.
Watch it.
No fluke. Keeps his knees driving right here when he's initially wrapped up.
Right there, and he just keeps going. Look at that.
Gets a little help from his teammates.
Wow, he carried him 4 yards. A little push there, Bill.
First down.
And Lacey eating the clock up. 2 minutes and 56 seconds on the clock running down here in the final quarter. Mahoney out around the corner and then out of bounds. And he got into North territory, short of a first down by about 3.
Smart play by Casey Mahoney. Instead of going out of bounds, he fell down, inbounds, kept the clock running.
All right.
Good heads-up football play.
Now North's got to start feeling frustrated. They can't get the ball back here, and they're down 2 touchdowns.
Coach
Downey said the power of Tomsboro North against the speed. Is that how we set this game up, Bill? Or?
I don't remember. Right now, it's the power of
Lacey.
Lacey and their speed. This is what Bob Nanny was concerned about, just the relentless offensive power of Lacey's offense, just coming down the field, play after play, grinding it out, running the clock down. It is frustrating. As a coach on the sideline, you want to have the ball back, and you can't get it. But Bob Nanny's troops will be ready next week. Long way to go yet. A lot of football left to play.
Well, we certainly hope Chris Bergstrom's going to be all right, and it's not a broken leg, but we certainly wish him well.
You hate to see that.
Here's Mahoney. Mahoney just running sideways.
He's just wrapping the ball up and doesn't want to turn over.
And Amir Div comes up and finally makes the hit. And also in there, John Adams once again. What a performance tonight by Adams.
Young man will sleep well tonight.
That's quite a good game. Loss of 5 on a play, 2nd and 15, but it ate up some more time on the clock. The clock's running. We're down to 1 minute to play in this football game. Well, we got to think about a player of the game. I'll tell you, we've had, we could
I
pick a
think it's
lineman
game
tonight.
ball.
We'll pick
A game ball to the offensive line for Lacey tonight.
I'll tell you. You want to give one to the Lacey offensive line, we can do that.
I think you deserve it.
All right. What we'll do is, how about a back? I'll tell you. You want to go with Frazee?
I see no reason why not. The young man has been spectacular.
We'll name the offensive line, and maybe we can get one of the linemen on as a representative.
Sounds good. Makes sense.
And what we'll do is we'll see if we can get the whole offensive line engraved on the plaque. Lacey offensive line has been impressive tonight. They have dominated.
Last play of the game, if they get off.
That's penalty. Gus, you announce our player of the game? Frazee and the offensive line of Lacey. We're going to give a whole line of plaque.
And they are number 34, Dave Frazee, and the entire front line of Lacey Lions, offensive front line. Congratulations, and welcome to the table. Player of the game.
That's it. Lacey's won it. And they are now 2-0. Toms River North 1-1. It's a non-conference game. Doesn't affect the conference standing. You want to sum it up?
Well, I think the best way to sum it up, we saw a lot of excitement, electricity in the backfield on both teams. But after a while, it was just the big play capability of Lacey, especially in the first half, and their ball control offense in the second half.
All right, Bill, I'm going to recap the scoring. You want to head down, see if you can get Frazee and maybe Carras or Diab or a couple of the offensive linemen. And I'll recap the scoring in the game. It was Toms River North scoring first tonight in the second quarter with 8 minutes and 49 seconds left in the second period behind a 12-yard run by Amir Dew as the Mariners dominated behind the speed of Amir Dew in the early going in the ball game. But Lacey answered back on a 20-yard touchdown pass by junior quarterback Mike Granado, and he hooked up with junior Wes Paskowitz, whose dad is an assistant coach at Toms River North, as Paskowitz caught a deflected pass in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Greg Brandis added the extra point, and Lacey went ahead 7-6. That was the way the score remained at the half. In the third quarter, Lacey again scored on a 24-yard pass by Granado to Brandis. The extra point was no good due to a bad snap. Score remaining 13-6. Then sophomore Jay Frazee burst for a 13-yard run, bounced off one tackle and cut it to the outside into the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Mike Pluta added the 2-point conversion on a run as he lined up as a flanker to the right and came around to take a handoff from Granado and ran to the far corner for the big 2-point conversion. And Lacey 21, Toms River North 6. There's the winning coach, Lou Versillo, as his team continues to do well against A-Division opponents as they come in tonight and beat the Mariners. So we're going to wrap it up and join you on the post-game show down on the field. Our director tonight, Ed Sr., and I'll join up with Bill Bruno on the post-game show in just a moment.
Want to get high? What's the matter with you? You scared?
You lost, little boy?
You in the wrong place, man.
Look at you.
To Victor, this isn't just a drawing. It's a cry for help. Every day, real kids like yours live pictures like this. Listen to the children. Fight back against crime. Call this number now and learn how to protect your children from drugs and violence. Together, we will take a bite out of crime.
All right, I'm down on a post-game show on the field here, and we are going to give a plaque, and I hope we can get all the names inscribed on it, to the whole offensive line of Lacey Township for the way they controlled the ball and kept it away from the speed of North tonight to win this football game. And, of course, Jay Frazee gets the Offensive Back Award, but this blocking was very impressive tonight. We have a spokesman here for the offensive line. We're going to give each of these guys a chance to introduce themselves. And the spokesman is?
My name is Rich Diab. I'm senior. I'm offensive tackle.
All right, Rich, let's get these other guys introduced.
Jerry Carraz, senior offensive guard.
All right. And
Kurt Bender, senior tight end.
All right, there's the tight end Bender. Now we're going to come down the other side, meet the rest of the offensive line.
Chuck Boyer, senior center.
All right, and you also did the snaps tonight, right?
Yes.
All right.
Mike Dolan, senior offensive guard. Kevin Jorgensen, junior offensive tackle.
Kevin's the newcomer this year. He's the junior. Kevin, did you start last year or did you move in this year?
This is my first year moving in, just special teams last year.
How's it feel to play with these guys?
Feels great. There's a lot of leadership in the team. They make me feel good. When I'm, not playing well, they make me step up, and they're just real good leaders.
But each of you guys get a comment in here. How about the line play tonight? How tough was Toms River North after playing Pinelands? You went up against an A-Division school.
They're very tough. They're a strong team. Wish them well the rest of this season.
All right. We mentioned a kid, Adams, tonight, 54 linebacker. The linebackers from North pretty good tonight?
Yes, 54 is a tremendous ball player. It's very hard. I can't say enough about 54. He's a really good ball player.
All right. I'm going to reach across here. Bender, the tight end. Mike Granato played a nice game tonight. He had a couple touchdown passes. How about commenting on your quarterback?
Me and Mike come a long way. Tonight we had I got the tight end screen in. I was pretty excited about that. We hit that. Got it for first down.
Okay. You had a loss tonight. How did you guys feel when Bergstrom got hurt tonight?
Well, it was tough. I mean, Bergstrom's a real big player on our team, but it did give us a lot of inspiration, and we all hope he's going to be better. Maybe sometime this season he'll be able to get back in here. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Let's tell the folks your line scheme tonight. What were you doing? I think a lot of traps there. One part of the game were effective.
Oh, yeah, we ran a lot of traps. Put in a special play where instead of the guard and the tackle pulling, we called it the counter trap, where the tackle and the tight end pulled, and